Guard up. I'm coming. Goodbye. Oh, I thought he was here.
What's wrong, Shuhei? Why have you...
Captain.
That's what you...
No! You see, whenever... Back then, on that day, you told me that power is not the most important. It's because those who don't... You've already... But now, those were... What is it? Tell me. Captain... Tosin!
I do fear something. I've had the same fear for 100 years.
Out of my way. Step aside, Gin. I'm only here in order to seek revenge on Aizen.
Tell the truth. Do you really believe that any of us would simply get out of the way? And besides, I've always wanted to fight against you at least once, Captain Hirako.
That's enough, Gin. Let's end this.
What did you say?
Lord Aizen.
Fact is, you've served your purpose. Looks like you people were not worthy of fighting under me. Gin, Kaname, let's go. I never imagined, after all the trouble I went through assembling you Espadas, that all your powers would be so incredibly inferior to mine. Now then, let's begin. The 13 court guard squads, plus all you phony Arrancars. Now then, let's begin. The 13 court guard squads, plus all you phony Arrancars.
Aizen!
Be careful when you approach him. Given Aizen's abilities, if you approach him too carelessly, then that will be the end of you.
Don't you think I know that?
You fool. I'm talking to you. Now...
Touching. Such compassionate words, Captain Hirako.
Yuri!
But approaching carelessly will be the end. It sounds so absurd. Whether you approach carelessly, or do so with caution, or even don't bother to approach at all, it won't make the slightest bit of difference. I'm not talking about the future. Your destruction is set. It's an inescapable and unpreventable fact of history.
He's taunting us. Don't let him get to you!
What exactly is there to fear? You all died that night. It was something that happened 100 years ago now.
Yuri!
Well, all right then. That's one down.
Yuri! Yuri! Yuri!
I'm sorry, Shinji. I just couldn't hold back.
I like that look. Those are the eyes of a man who's awake for the first time in 100 years, Shinji Hirako. Do you hate me? If you hate me, then attack me. You're special. I'll use my sword against you.
Hachi!
Yes.
I know you're missing an arm, but will you take care of Hiyori? Do whatever is necessary. Keep her alive until Ichigo returns.
You must really have a great deal of trust in that boy.
I would imagine. That's unfathomable for someone who doesn't even trust his own people.
When you get down to it, trust is the same thing as reliance. It's a product of cowardice, and frankly, it's unnecessary for us.
That's funny coming from a man with such a huge entourage. I'm well aware that you encourage your underlings to develop a strong sense of trust in you.
I don't. I've never asked my people to put their trust in me. I told them to come with me, but I never asked for their trust. I constantly tell them never to trust anybody, including me. But unfortunately, there are very few of them who have the strength to follow my counsel. It's universal. All beings trust their superiors. They simply won't be able to survive if they don't follow blindly. And those who are trusted seek to take the burden of trust they've been given and pass it on to those above them. Then those who are above them will in turn pass it on even higher up still. And that procession of trust is how all kings are created. And how all gods are born. Don't put your trust in me just yet, Shinji Hirako. It'll take some time, but I'll teach you who the god is that you should put your faith in. And only then you can trust him.
You're finally drawing your sword. You certainly took your time. You said it yourself 100 years ago. I never opened up to you, never shared with you, never gave you information, or even tried getting to know you. That's the reason why, even today, you don't know what my Zanpakuto's ability is. If you think your Kyoka Suigetsu is the only Zanpakuto that has the ability to control a person's senses, you're sadly mistaken. Collapse, Sakanade.
That's an interestingly shaped sword.
Nice, isn't it? You can't borrow it.
But I don't feel any change taking place now. Didn't you say it takes over and redirects the senses?
What are you talking about? The change is already in effect now.
What? This is a threat. What is this? What?
Incredible!
Apologies. I won't hold back, sir.
This is trivial when strength such as mine.
It's been 101 years, Aizen. I've been waiting. It's been ages, and now it's payback. Time. I'd always been wary of you ever since the first time that we met. Maybe that's why. Maybe that's the reason you got us into this mess. But I'm going to protect them this time. I'll be sure to make things right. You don't have anyone. There's no one that you can truly trust. But I'm not like you. I don't fight alone. I'll show you that. Like this. Here you go. Apologies. I won't hold back, sir.
I was pushed back.
It seems that you didn't. Up, down, left, right, front and back, and even the direction of your sight and the orientation of your wounds become reversed. Up, down, left, right, front, back, the direction from which you're wounded. Do you really believe that you'll be able to fight while adjusting all those variables in your head? It's impossible. No one can do that. The stronger you are, it's likely that you fought more. And the more battle experience you have, the more you're likely to rely on your ingrained senses, sight, and reflex!
Pity. So that's it? It's just an optical illusion. It's nowhere near the level of my power, which takes control of all 5 senses. It's rather easy once you get used to it. It's child's play, Shinji Hidako.
Shuhei! Kaname, tell me this. Why did you become the Soul Reaper?
Revenge. Didn't you ever wonder about the reasons behind it? Did you never ask why someone would join such an organization? One that had murdered his dearest friend.
For so long, I thought it was about justice. All this time, I always labored under the impression that what you wanted most was to honor your friend's passion for justice.
That's exactly right. It was about justice.
So why?
Then tell me what justice is! To forgive the one who murdered a beloved friend? That would certainly be virtuous. But are they the same? Is virtue justice? No! To continue living in peace without seeking to avenge the dead is vice!
I've always been aware of the fact that you hated the world. Those words you told me, they belonged to your friend. For all that time, you continued to hide your true intentions.
I won't lose here.
All right. Well, it appears that I have drastically misunderstood your motives. If that's the way you really feel.
So you'd kill me because we don't see eye to eye? Is that justice?
That's completely... It will bring me no... Despite all of this.
Already forgiven me? Is that what you said? If you want to kill me, then kill me! See if you can still say that after you've seen my resurrection! Suzugushi Yakushiki! Kiarogio! I can see, Sajin! That's the sky in there. It's worse than I...
Kaname. Alkai! Kokuju Tengen Meoho!
Because...
Kaname, at that time, I noted that there was a small untruth in your words. Several times I noticed that you mentioned the world that she loved. But I also observed that you never called it the world you love. I understood. I thought, he says that because it's clear that he hates the world. I understood more than enough. No, actually it was a bit different. I was glad. Anyone who'd lost a loved one was bound to feel the same way. You see, I was glad that you weren't a saint, that you weren't someone who claimed to love the world even after what you'd lost. And that's why. That's the reason I decided to become a true friend to you. If you knew sadness, I would embrace it. If I knew joy, then you would share it with me. If you went astray, I would correct you. If you made a mistake, I would forgive you. When you had nowhere else to go, I would become the refuge you needed. All this so that this man who could no longer love the world might love it again.
Justice isn't something that can be expressed with words.
Forgive me, Iba. Forgive me, Shuhei. I can't. What?
You're not him, the Tosin. Reap. Kateshini.
Something's not right. I can't see. Why? 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 Why?
Don't talk. Kaname, to tell you the truth, I suppose shoot one day. I'm not saying not to hate me or put aside your grudge, just as it was.
Thank you, Sajin. Shuhei, let me take a good...
Captain! Captain!
Aizen!
Don't look at his Shikai. The only way to avoid that is to end this with one strike. Cut him! Cut him! I'm behind him!
It's been a while, Ryoka boy.
My first strike! He blocked it!
That was a nice attack, but your target was a poor one. The back of the neck is every creature's worst blind spot. Did you think that I'd ever step into battle without placing defensive measures there?
I blew it! I can't believe I did that! I was so focused on not messing up my holification that I missed my opportunity! I should have just struck him while I was still holified!
I bet that I can guess what you're thinking. You wasted your first strike. You should have struck me while you were holified. One strike might have finished me if you'd done so. Try again. Go on ahead. I'll show you your own hubris. Why are you keeping your distance? Are you frightened? Are you afraid to get too close and lose sight of any part of me? Distance really only matters when a fight is between two combatants of equal strength. Since we're talking about you and me, distance becomes irrelevant. Let me ask you something, Ryoka boy. What are you doing this for? Why are you fighting me? Is it because you hate me? Well, you shouldn't. After all, the fact that you're here means at least one thing. Orihime Inoue is safe. Judging from the way that you look, I think it's safe to assume that none of your friends are dead. If that's all true, can you really hate me from the bottom of your heart? It's impossible. You're not filled with hatred right now. You're only swinging your sword with a sense of duty. I don't believe that you'll touch me like that. A fighting spirit that lacks hate is like an eagle without wings. You can't protect anything if you're feeling like that. All of your powerless friends will be little more than dead weight that's only holding you down.
Don't let him intimidate you, Ichigo Kurosaki.
Sajin!
Taunts are his specialty. Lose yourself and you lose your life. Don't worry. I know the reason why the captains who went to Hueco Mundo decided to send you here first. I won't let you see Aizen Shikai.
We'll fight. We'll do all that we can to protect you.
Fight to protect me? What? What are you guys talking about? That's crazy! Look at you, you're all beat up!
What's so crazy about it? I mean, to be honest, allowing you to fight alone would be even crazier. I'm pretty sure that there's a lot of people who wouldn't appreciate you doing this single-handedly. Listen, don't try to take all this on yourself. That's arrogance. Every one of us has a stake in this battle.
You hurled yourself at me without giving it much thought. That was terribly reckless of you, Captain Hitsugaya.
Somebody had to be the one to make the first move, and missing an opportunity to attack plays right into your hands. I have to commend you. After all, you didn't use Kyoka Suigetsu on your very first swing.
Allow me to commend you in turn for being wise enough not to try to attack all by yourself.
Are you implying that we're cowardly, Captain Aizen?
I correct myself if it sounded that way, Captain Kyoraku.
Toshiro! Shunsui!
You have my gratitude, Ichigo Kurosaki. I believe that if you hadn't attacked Aizen right at that very moment, I would have flown at him in my profound rage, and I would have ended up being killed. So thank you.
What's the deal? Why didn't you bring Orihime back? But I suppose that you at least did come back with Unohana, so I forgive you. Let's go.
Unohana.
You can save all the pleasantries for later on.
Put on your game face already. You'll only get one chance to attack him. You'll squander the opportunity like that. We're fighting to live. And also, we're all fighting to save ourselves. To save you and everybody. To make sure we protect all of them from Aizen. So don't fall behind, Ichigo Kurosaki.
That's right. What am I so afraid of? It's the Vizard and the captains. Believe. That's right. I can put my trust in them. Watch closely. See where this battle goes.
Aizen, earlier you said that a blade without hatred is like an eagle without wings. That a sword swung out of duty wouldn't be able to reach you. I'll tell you this since you don't seem to know. Swinging a sword for duty alone is exactly what a captain is supposed to do. To swing a sword out of hatred is nothing but barbaric violence. That isn't a battle. That's not what we'd call it. Aizen, the fact of the matter is, you simply aren't captain material.
Interesting. I confess I'm surprised to hear those words, especially coming from the captain who most likely hates me the most out of anyone. Are you trying to tell me that there's no hatred in that sword you're holding? Or else, perhaps you're implying that all of your hatred just disappeared the moment that Momo showed up here fully healed.
Bankai. Dai Guren Hyoin Maru! It's just like you said before, Aizen. You see, in this sword of mine, there is hatred. I'll admit it. I didn't come here to fight. The reason that I came here is to cut you down where you stand!
Kyoraku, you...
It's over, Aizen.
So naive to rush at an enemy at the first opportunity. That is your greatest weakness, Captain Hitsugaya.
Oh no, everything's backwards. Damn it.
We got him!
They did it! They really did it! The captains pulled it off! Huh? You sure you should be standing up, Momo?
Momo?
Well, well. It looks like we finally reached the turning point. Wouldn't you say that's the case, Gi?
What? What? What the hell are you guys doing?
Momo?
Fiend!
Since when?
Since when? An interesting question. The power of Kyoka Suigetsu is complete hypnosis. It has the ability to create a convincing illusion by controlling all 5 senses of its target at all times.
How long has it been, huh? Just how long have you been using Kyoka Suigetsu?
Then let me ask you this. For how long now have you been under the illusion that I wasn't using Kyoka Suigetsu?
Shiro... But... why?
Aizen!
Wait, Captain Hitsugaya!
enemies everywhere. I won't kill you. With the kind of power you have, I'd imagine that it would be difficult to even pass out from a wound like that. Now, just watch. You can observe the end of this battle as you lie helplessly on the ground. So the head captain finally arrives, but you're too late. You're the only captain left who's got any real ability. If you fall, the 13 Court Guard squads are essentially finished. You missed your opportunity. You shouldn't have even bothered to show up.
Just who do you think you are, anyway? Ignorant upstart! Do you really believe that you could ever cut me?
I don't merely think that I can. In fact, I already have.
Silence! What? Right, it's almost time. All things of this world turn to ashes. Ryujin Jaka!
I am being defeated? What?
Don't you know why I've been able to serve as head captain of the 13 Court Guard squads for a millennium? It is simple. Because no soul reaper stronger than me has... In 1,000 years. You've said that I missed my opportunity. Quite the opposite. In fact, the time is now ripe. The battles that you fought up until now were nothing but a prelude that have been leading up to this very moment.
So you set this maneuver up while at the same time your men were being slain. How very cunning of you.
You buffoon! What's this? Let's go! Burn and turn to ashes! All things of this world turn to ashes! Ryujin Jaka!
I was pushed back.
Even if they be my subordinates, those who cannot contribute are to be abandoned without remorse, and all things that help to achieve victory are to be used to serve the Court Guard. In the past, that was the philosophy that I taught to all those who serve in the Guard. But now, it definitely does feel as though I have changed. Still, the will of the Court Guard, which I have upheld for the past millennia, shall never falter. Step away, Ichigo Kurosaki! You're not a member of the 13 Court Guard squads. They simply cannot allow you to die here.
Old man.
To die in order to eliminate great evil. That is the credo that the 13 Court Guard squads follow. This is... What? The flame of Ryujin Jaka died out.
Your Ryujin Jaka is the ultimate Zanpakuto. There's no doubt of that. If we fought toe-to-toe, then you'd most probably end up winning. But when all other powers are abandoned in order to strengthen a single power, even the ultimate can be opposed. He, Wonder-Wise, is the only modified Arrancar, and his resurrection is Extinguir. That's right, an Arrancar created for the sole purpose of containing your Ryujin Jaka. To obtain that one power, Wonder-Wise sacrificed his speech, his intellect, his memory, and even his reason. You can't do anything against that power, the ability for which he exchanged everything. Goodbye, Genryusai Yamamoto.
You are naive. So much so it makes me dizzy. Don't you have any idea of why I've been able to serve as head captain of the 13 Court Guard squads for a millennium? It is simple. Because no soul reaper stronger than me has emerged for 1,000 years. I don't believe that I held anything back at all. I must say, you're one tough kid. Well then, if I am not able to defeat you with Ikotsu, I should warn you that this may hurt a little bit. Is that all right? That's right. Your voice has been silenced. You have lost your ability to speak. I am glad. It is a good thing that you no longer look like a child. Now I can beat you to death without feeling any guilt. Sokotsu! Poor creature. With all that was taken from you, you were not robbed of your emotions. How very cruel indeed.
Cruel? Souls that have become hollows have no purpose. They are meant only to mindlessly consume other souls. What's so cruel about trying to provide them with more meaning, to give them a purpose? It's you who is the truly cruel one for shattering that soul to pieces.
I have no intention of getting into a silly argument with you. Speak while you have the chance. Soon enough, it will be over.
Silly arguments? Because you insist on taking my words lightly, you overlook the meaning that's behind them. Remember what I said about X-Teen gear? It was created for the sole purpose of containing the flame of Ryujin Jaka. And when I say contain, I mean trapping it inside your sword, so that no new flames can be produced. But is that the only flame? There's another. That flame was emitted by your sword already. So, where was that flame contained then?
What?
You're a smart man. If all that energy you emitted was to be released in an instant indiscriminately, you know what would happen. To have minimized the effects of that blast to just this, no wonder you're the head captain of the 13 court guard squads. If you hadn't held it back with your own body, your flame would have easily blasted away the fragile barrier you put up. This tiny town would have been reduced to nothing but ashes and dust. I thank you, Genryusai Yamamoto. Thanks to you, this world was saved from destruction.
Damn you!
Genryusai Yamamoto, I won't tell you that I will spare your life. You're the living embodiment of the Soul Society's history, and I will finish you with my own sword.
How many times must I tell you the same thing, upstart?
His arm is cracking. This is a forbidden technique that can only be activated by sacrificing one's own body.
You're naive. Hado number 96. Itakaso!
I underestimated his willingness to sacrifice his charred body to use as a... Ichigo Kurosaki.
It's time to settle this!
How insulting. Did you truly think that the same attack would work against me more than once? Annoying.
There! What?
Yakura. So
Eat this! Let's go!
Focus. Whoa.
I'm still here!
This is over! Try to dodge this!
Can you see me? Incredible!
I'll end this now.
Get to
I'm not through yet.
keep coming at me. It won't work.
So slow! Can you see me? I only need one shot! Whoa! There! Incredible!
Sorry.
Get to
Strength such as mine.
What's so funny?
I bet that you're thinking, that was the perfect opportunity. But that was my last vulnerable moment.
Get up!
You missed...
It was enough. I wounded you.
Wounded me. You call this a wound?
Instant regeneration.
It's not instant regeneration. Did you really believe that I would holofy? This is it instinctively protecting its master.
What do you mean? That's...
The Hogyoku. So I see. This is your spiritual pressure. Magnificent. You've really grown, just as I envisioned.
What?
Your encounter with Rukia Kuchiki. Your Soul Reaper powers were awakened in your battle with Uryu Ishida. You realized the power of your Zanpakuto during your fight with Rinji Abarai. You found a foothold for your Bankai amid your battle with Kenpachi's... In your battle with Grimjow, you mastered holification. And in your battle with Okiora, it seems that you were able to gain an even greater power. Ichigo Kurosaki, all of the battles that you fought took place in the palm of my hand.
Wait a second. You mean all of my battles took place in the palm of your hand? Hold on, what? But what does that mean? What does that mean? Tell me! Start talking!
Don't raise your voice to me. You shouldn't be so surprised by this. I merely developed a certainty. I became convinced that you'd make the best research subject for me. So I took opportunities to assist you in your development. Didn't you ever suspect something? Didn't you think it rather strange that you, who'd never seen a hollow before in your life, would end up being attacked by one so shortly after you met Rukia Kuchiki? That a Manos Grande would be drawn by Quincy bait, which is only used to lure low-level hollows. That Rukia Kuchiki, whose spiritual pressure hadn't been detected till then, should be so conveniently arrested by the Soul Society just coincidentally when you were beginning in earnest to get the hang of fighting as a Soul Reaper. Rinji Abarai, Kenpachi Zaraki, Byakuya Kuchiki, every one of them fought you when your powers just so happened to have developed to the point where they were nearly equal to their own abilities. Didn't you ever stop to think that it was strange?
Hold on.
Did you chalk it all up to fate? Did you think this attack was a coincidence as well?
Hold on!
Did you think your victories were the result of your own efforts? Don't disappoint me. You should be stronger than this, more perceptive than this. What's the matter? Don't you believe me?
Of course not.
But it's the truth.
It's a lie! You're telling me that you were behind all my battles! That you orchestrated absolutely everything! What kind of moron would believe that? I remember what you said before. You said that when you found Rukia, it was after she had gone missing in the world of the living. But now, you're telling me that you knew me from the moment that I met her? It doesn't add up at all!
You make an interesting point. You just said yourself that it's a lie. In short, you don't believe me. Right now, you claim that my words are nothing but lies, but even so, didn't you believe that what I said to you back then was true? It's understandable. I sympathize with you. In this world, there are no absolute truths or lies. The only thing that exists is harsh reality. Nevertheless, everything that exists in this entire world lives by conveniently believing a few untruths that they convince themselves to be fact. That's essentially the only way they know how to live. But for the weak, who make up the majority of this world, there are some facts which are simply too painful to believe, so their existence is denied. Are you sure that what you believe to be facts are all true? Let me ask you this. And yet another question. And do you truly believe that I was unable to detect the Hogyoku's location for 100 years after it was created?
Okay. Let's go back to earlier. You said that you were sure that I was gonna be the very best subject for your reason. Why is that? If you were really watching me from the moment I met Rukia, then tell me, when exactly did you become convinced that I'd be the best?
From the beginning.
Come on, just cut the crap.
Didn't you hear me? The fact is that I've known you from the very moment you were born.
What?
You were special even from the instant of your birth. Because you are human.